Hi everyone, it's Mike.
And Ravin.
And we're about to play the next mission for X-Men's Resistance for Marvel Zombicide.
Yeah, it's called Search and Rescue.
So this is mission
3.
Okay, do you want to read the story for this one?
Sure. We thought we had secured the lower levels, but somehow an outbreak occurred within the medical ward. We have little choice but to abandon the lower levels and seal them off from the rest of the mansion. Once the emergency alarms went off, most civilians went into hiding. We have to find them, save as many as we can, and face a pair of not-so-friendly obstacles. So the objectives are rescue and escape. Accomplish these objectives in any order. Rescue all bystanders on the map and eliminate Psylocke and Dark Phoenix.
Okay.
So, the special setup, we had to remove both hidden bystander cards from the spawn deck.
Okay. I don't know if I did that yet, but if they come up, we'll take them out.
Yeah. And then we had to place Psylocke and Dark Phoenix in the indicated zones.
Yeah, there.
With their zombie hero cards face up.
Yeah.
So there they are. We don't place a bystander card on tile 17V.
Yeah, we didn't do that one. There's not one in the room with Dark Phoenix or Psylocke.
Right. Do not place a bystander card nor draw a spawn card for the spawn symbol in the large room on tile 13V that starts open.
That's over here?
Yeah. Do not draw a spawn card for the spawn symbol on the superhero starting zone.
That's over there too?
Yeah.
And that bridge is a separate zone too when I look at it, so it was going to take us 2 activations to get out of that room.
Okay. And then the green and blue spawn points are only used in games with 5 or 6 heroes. So we have 6.
Yep, there's a blue spawn up in the room with Phoenix and Psylocke.
Okay.
And there's a green spawn over there.
I was wondering where the blue one was. So for special rules, bystanders are not revealed when their rooms are opened. Instead, they're only revealed when a superhero enters their zone.
Okay.
And each bystander gives 5 XP to the superhero who rescues them. And when a secret mission bystander card is revealed, spawn 1 zombie hero on the first spawn point.
So I randomized it. I shuffled them up, and there's secret mission 1 or 2 around there.
Yeah.
And if we pick that one up, we'll just draw another bystander.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to put 2 cards there, because then we would know where mission 1 is and mission 2 is.
Yeah. I missed that in special setup that we were supposed to put the secret mission 1 or 2 bystander cards randomly among the
Yeah, so that's already done there too.
Yep. And then when the elevator is called for the first time, draw a spawn card in the elevator zone.
Yeah, so the elevator's on the top floor now. So when you spend an activation, you can... I don't think you spend an activation to bring it down. I'll check. But when you bring it up, you spend an activation.
Okay.
And that comes up more in when there's multiple floors or stairs. I think it's a little bit different in the Fantastic Four one, but the upper layers aren't active until there's a hero in that zone.
Okay.
So we won't be drawing from that spawn point until someone activates that zone.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. So I activated Luke Cage and he moved out of Cerebro's zone. And it's free activations to get there because the bridge counts as 1.
Yes.
Start of his turn, his power went up to 1. And his blue ability is once during the enemy phase, you may ignore 1 wound you would receive. So he can absorb a wound. That's cool.
Yeah.
So he's done. And I think I'm going to do the rest with activate Old Man Logan. His power would go up by 1. His blue ability is once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to heal 1 wound or suffer 1 wound to gain 4 power.
Ooh. That's
cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he's just going to go where Luke Cage is too. I'm going to activate Magneto. So his power's up at 1. And his blue ability is once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to automatically eliminate 1 walker or 1 runner, or 2 power to eliminate 1 brute in a zone within range 1.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So he's going to go out to where Luke Cage and Old Man Logan is too. And that's my team.
All right, so I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 1. His blue ability is kind of cool. Once during each other superhero's turn, if they are within range 2, after they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
Cool.
That's neat. So he's going to move up with Luke Cage. 1, 2, 3. He's done.
And so we have to get all bystanders and defeat Phoenix and Psylocke, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So next is Jessica Jones. Her power goes up to 1. For her blue ability is all enemies suffer -1 toughness, minimum 1 against your mighty punches attack. Once during your turn, you may perform 1 free open door action.
Cool.
So she's going to come with everybody. 1, 2, 3.
And then you have a free open door action, but maybe we'll wait till you're going first next turn.
Yes.
You can open that door for free in front of us if we want.
Yep.
Go get that bystander. Okay.
And then she's done. So then we have Storm. Power goes up to 1. Her blue ability, once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it.
Cool.
So she can use wind and push them away.
And it's only enemies. It's not heroes, it says, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says all enemies.
Okay.
So that's my team.
Okay, so you'll go first next turn. And we'll do the spawning now. So nobody's in that zone, or we took the elevator up there, so that doesn't activate.
Yeah.
So we'll do the spawn. So number 1 first, because there's no zombies on the board. So number 1 is right there. So we'll draw from that one. 2 runners, okay. Put it aside. Then we'll go to the green, clockwise. Already a zombie hero. Okay, what's heroes there? Oh, Cyclops. He's one of the newer ones. What's he do?
Can attack from range 2. His attacks deal 1 wound to all superheroes
Oh, man.
in the target
So
zone.
he can... Okay.
That's not very nice.
Nope. And then the next one, we won't activate those 2 up in there because we're not in there.
Yeah.
So then that zone right there.
Two birds.
Okay. And there's none over by the dice box over here, right? There's only 3?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So we'll put them on the board and it will be your turn.
So I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 2, and he's going to take a shot at Cyclops. So he's going to use that 2 power to get 2 dice. And then he has 2 more dice. And he hits on 3s.
Okay.
That works.
Nice. Took out Cyclops, you get free XP.
Cool.
And his blue ability helps out other people when they're going, right?
Yeah.
What's it do?
Once during each other superhero's turn, if they're within range 2, after they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
Only walkers. Okay, not runners or anything. Okay. So you got 2 more activations.
Yeah. So what am I going to do? Because he has to spend an activation to open the door.
Yep.
He's going to draw a heroic trait.
Okay.
Determine. Discard during your turn and spend 1 power. Perform 1 free attack action. Cool. That'll be useful.
You haven't powered up yet. If you're going to save that door for Jessica Jones, do you want to?
Yeah. I'm going to power up. So his power goes back up to 2.
Nice.
And he's done. Next, I'm going to activate Jessica Jones. She's going to power up to 2. And then she's going to use part of her blue ability to open that door that's on our other side.
And it's for free, right?
Yes. So, that.
And the bystander isn't revealed until you go into the zone.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see who spawns.
Extra activation. Oh, we're not in yellow, luckily.
Yep.
Yeah, that was like the runners would have came. Okay.
So we're good. So she still has 3 activations. So she's going to go into the zone with the bystander for 2.
It's free zones. You can't go diagonal.
It's 3. Okay. No, I thought it was 2. So she's going to go 1. In here for 1. Back here for 2. And then over here for 3.
Okay, so we see who the bystander is?
Yeah.
Oh, you already found number 1. So what's that do when you draw it? Do you want to look at the rules?
Yeah.
So when you draw that, we got to draw a zombie superhero on the first spawn point, which is down there.
Yes.
So who's showing up? Oh, here's another newer one.
Last in target priority. Uh-oh. Superheroes cannot leave her zone by any means.
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so we'll grab her, and then we'll have to draw a bystander card for that one too, because it's supposed to be with them. So who's there?
Callisto. When attacking, you may ignore target priority.
Counter that's cool. Okay, so we'll grab them. So Invisible Woman showed up, and Callisto's over there.
Yeah.
So the victory, we have to rescue all bystanders or reveal them. What's the rule?
Let me double check.
So we have to rescue all bystanders on the map. So if they get devoured or leave the map for any reason, we don't lose. It's just we have to get on them. And the cards count as bystanders, so we still have to get them.
Right.
But once they're revealed, we don't lose the match if they get devoured.
Yeah. So that was Jessica Jones's turn.
Okay.
So now we're going to move on to Storm. Her power goes up to 2.
And we're gonna, those runners and Invisible Woman are going to be coming into our zone.
Yeah, and her range is 0 to 1, so she'll have to move into the zone beside us to attack them.
But, what does she hit on with her gust? Her
3.
You could always move up and attack, try to get Invisible Woman, and then come back.
Yeah,
Use your
that's what I'm gonna
power to try to, like you did with Hawkeye, maybe?
Yep.
Okay.
Because she's only 3, right? No, she's 4.
Yep, so you have to hit every dice, but chance.
We'll try it.
Okay.
So Storm's going to move here for 1. And then she's going to attack for 2. So she's going to use her 2 power to get 2 dice. And then she has 2 more dice for lightning bolt.
And that hits on
3s.
Okay. Oh, you know what's funny? That would have killed her, but remember what's
She's last in target priority.
Okay, so you don't get to pick her, but you do kill the 2 runners.
Yes.
That was a good roll. You would have killed her.
Yeah.
That was a good attack from Storm.
Yeah.
And now you got 1 more activation.
I'm going to move back.
Okay.
And that's my team.
So I'm going to activate Magneto. His power is up at 2. He's going to move 2 zones over. And then I'm going to use his blue ability that I can eliminate 1 brute in zone range 1 if I spend 2 power.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 power to eliminate 1 brute.
Nice.
I got 1 more activation. I'm going to attack that brute because I have 3 dice, 0 to 1 range. So hits on 4s.
Cool.
Nice, 2 5s. You're rolling good.
Yep.
So I get that brute. So Magneto's done. I'm going to activate Old Man Logan. He's going to move up 1 zone. I'll open the door towards the elevator shaft. There's no spawns in there or anything.
Nope.
And the elevator, I believe when you call it for the first time, there's a spawn. Do you want to read the rules for that one? So I don't want the elevator to spawn once we call it down at yellow or orange or red level if we're going later. So I'm going to go in there with Wolverine just to bring it down.
Okay.
When the elevator comes down, you're not activating the zone because you're not up there yet. You're just activating the elevator zone.
Right.
So he'll spend 1 more activation to go into the zone next to the elevator. And for a free activation, you can call the elevator down, but I'm not going to do that yet.
Okay.
So Wolverine is done. So Luke Cage just moved over to where Wolverine is. His power's at 2 now, and for his last activation, I'm going to draw a heroic trait.
Okay. Power up. Discard during your turn. Perform 1 free power up action.
Nice. And that's everybody on my team. So I'll go first next turn, but we'll activate the zombies first. So that zone isn't activated because no one's up there yet. Invisible Woman will spend 2 activations to go where Hawkeye and Storm are.
1, 2.
Okay. Callisto would go, but she's already in the zone as a hero, so she's good.
Okay.
And now we'll do spawning. So, number 1.
Well, it's a good thing you...
Killed those brutes. They would have overdrove into me.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so that's good. From the green spawn.
6 walkers.
Okay. And then from over where Magneto is over there.
Oh, We have to take that.
Yeah, because okay, I guess I didn't take them out. So just put it in the discard. No, yeah, we'll put it aside because just in case we have to reshuffle.
Yeah.
So next.
4 walkers.
Okay, well, that's the spawning, and I'll go first. So you won't be able to leave Invisible Woman's zone because of her abilities, so we'll have to deal with her.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's over to me. So I'm going to activate Magneto. His power's at 1. I could spend the power to kill a walker, but I want to come over and try to get Invisible Woman to help you guys out.
Okay.
So he's going to spend 1 activation to move into the zone next to you guys. I'm going to spend another activation to power up. So my power's at 3 now. And then I'm going to attack that zone, spending my free power plus having free dice for his attack, hitting on 4s.
Okay.
See, it's 4 HP. I got to get 4 of these. Oh, you were rolling good for 5s and 6s, but no, I needed 1 more.
Okay.
So, and I can't re-roll anything. Nope. Okay, so Magneto's done. So, because I don't want that elevator to spawn at higher levels, Old Man Logan's going to call the elevator down. So the elevator token comes down to our zone. The door's open. It comes down. We still haven't accessed that zone yet, so that doesn't activate its spawning up there yet.
Yeah.
Because nobody's up there.
Right.
And now we have to draw a spawn for the elevator token. So who's in the elevator? That would have sucked if it was a superhero. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
That's what. But free runners are in that zone. So I'm going to spend 1 activation to go to the zone where the runners are.
Okay.
That's Old Man Logan. That's his first activation. For second activation, I'm going to attack that zone.
Okay.
So I get 2 dice for Adamantium Claws, and I'm going to use 3 of my power to get 3 more dice. And it hits on 3s. This isn't like the other one where on 6s I get more dice, but he can heal and get more too. So
cool.
And hits on 3s. Too bad it's not the other Wolverine, because you would have got 2 extra dice. You're rolling really good, holy cow.
Yeah.
But those free runners are done. Now, if I was free and brave, I could go up there, but I'm not going up there yet.
No.
Because Phoenix, I think she does a wound to everyone. She activates everyone close to her, takes a wound.
Yeah, and there's 2 spawners up there too.
Yeah, so I'm not going up there yet. I just wanted to... So now we don't have to worry about that spawn coming down the elevator.
Yeah.
So for his... He moved in there, he attacked, he has 1 more activation. I'm going to go back to where Luke Cage is for my final activation. And Old Man Logan's done. So Luke Cage will activate. His power is at 3 now. I'm going to spend 1 to go into the zone where Magneto is. I'll spend 2 to go where Invisible Woman. I'll do power up. I'm not going to get up to 5, but I'll get an extra power because it's discard during your turn to perform 1 free power up action. So I'm at 4 power now.
Cool.
And for a third action, I'm going to try to attack Invisible Woman. I'm going to spend my 4 power to get 4 dice, and his fists get 2 more dice. And I hit on 3s. So let's try to get rid of Invisible Woman. Oh, that's a complete opposite of the good rolls. But
Yeah.
So no rerolls, so he's done.
So I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 3, and he's going to attack Invisible Woman. So he gets 2 dice for his bow and arrow. He's going to use his 3 power to get 3 more dice, and he hits on 3s.
Oh, still not enough.
Boo. Okay, so that was his first activation. So for his second activation, he's going to power up, which takes his power up to 2. And then for his third activation, he's going to attack again. So 2 dice using up that power, 2 more dice for his bow and arrow.
So these all have to hit.
Yep. And hits on 3s.
Oh, they all hit. That was lucky.
Awesome.
So that takes care of her, and you get 4 XP. So you took her out. You're at yellow now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So for his last activation, Hawkeye's going to move into the zone with Magneto. So Hawkeye's done. And next I'm going to activate Storm. So her power goes up to 1. And then she is going to attack that bunch of walkers that's behind us. She's going to power up first. So for her first activation, she'll power up. So her power is at 3. And then she's going to use that power to attack those walkers. So 3 dice for the power, 2 dice for her lightning bolt.
And her blue ability is...
Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it. So maybe I'm not going to use all that power. So I'll put 1 dice back. Power back up to 1. So 4 dice. Hits on 3s. So I got 2. So I'm going to use that 1 power that I had left from Storm to push these walkers back into Cerebro. Because the bridge is a zone.
Now, do you have to see the zone? What's the blue one?
It said, once during your turn, you may spend 1 power and select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it.
Okay, so within range, you could see that zone within range 1, and then that zone was adjacent to it. You don't have to see the adjacent zone.
Yeah, it doesn't say that.
Okay.
So she has.
But you have to see the zone within range 1. It has to be line of sight. Okay.
So she has 1 activation left, and she's going to move into the zone with Hawkeye and Magneto. And then she's done. So last we got to do Jessica Jones. Her power goes up to 3, and she is going to rescue Callisto.
So your power is now at 4 as it goes up.
Yep. And she gets 5 XP.
Yeah. And then that you ignore target priority, I think?
Yep. When attacking, you may ignore target priority.
Cool.
So that was her first activation. Second, third. And she's done.
Okay. Now that free door opens, she goes, that's once a turn, it says. It's not once a game, right?
No, it's once a turn.
Cool. And you'll go first next turn.
Yep.
So we'll move. We called the elevator down, but we're no one's up in that zone, so we're not going to activate that one.
Yeah.
The walkers will move up, and then we'll do spawning. Okay. So now we'll draw from number 1. Oh, that's another zombie superhero who's coming.
Keep coming out of that one.
Yeah.
Mantis.
Oh, we used her recently. No.
While within range 2, superheroes can't use any skills that require spending power.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right.
And then the green.
2 brutes.
Yeah, because you are in yellow now.
Yep.
And over on the far end of the map, free runners. Okay, so we'll put those on the board and it'll be your turn.
So I'm going to activate Jessica Jones. Her power is already at 4 because she rescued Callisto. So she's going to move 1, 2 with the group. She's going to use her blue ability to open this door for free.
Okay, so what's in here? We got 1 spawn there, 1 spawn there. That door is closed.
Yep.
And that door, oh. That door is open. Why is that door open? Was it open on the map? Can I see? I don't know why it's flipped that way. I don't know if it accidentally got moved. Yeah, I just checked the map. It's not supposed to be open. Because then we would have to spawn in there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 spawns. So from...
Do farthest away first.
Okay.
We've learned.
Another zombie hero. Wow. So who's coming there? I got lots of those today. Oh no. That's the first time Hulk showed up.
Yep.
What does he do?
While in his zone, you may discard your bystander card. If you do, Hulk reverts to Banner and has toughness 2 until the end of the turn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you have to get rid of a bystander to make him weaker, or he has 6. Huh.
Ooh.
Okay. And then that far one there.
3 runners.
Okay. So we'll grab those. So he hasn't shown up in a bit. We used him before when we were playing the zombie mode.
Yep.
But here's Hulk.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, 6 hit points. That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have 1 more activation, right?
Yes. And I think I'm going to draw a zombie trait. Not zombie trait, heroic trait.
Okay.
Resourceful. Discard when before attacking, gain +1 range.
Yeah, super
that
punch.
Works for her, considering she doesn't have any range.
Oh, and she makes people -1 too. So you could make Hulk 5.
She does. Yeah.
Or you could make him 1 if you get rid of Callisto.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because what does the -1 say on your...
All enemies suffer -1 toughness to minimum of 1.
Yep, so you could make them 1. I didn't know if it was a minimum of 2 or anything. Okay, so yeah, you could make Hulk. Get rid of Callisto and make him Banner. I'm surprised they didn't have a model for that, for the Hulk turning into Banner.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
That he just wasn't like with the random bystanders or something.
Huh. Okay. And she's done.
Yeah. So now I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power's going to go up to 1.
Oh, he's at yellow now too, right?
He is.
Nice.
So he's going to go here. And then I'm going to use Determined, which is discard during your turn, spend 1 power, perform 1 free attack action. Okay. So he's going to spend the 1 power he got.
I'm pretty sure you're not attacking Hulk.
No.
Okay.
To take a shot at those runners. So it's 2 dice, hits on 3s.
Got 1.
So that was a free activation, so he's only done 1 thing. For his second activation, he's going to power up. So his power's going to go up to 2. And then he's going to, for his third activation, shoot at those runners again. So 2 dice for the power and 2 dice for bow and arrow. Hits on 3s.
And you got him.
Better. Yep. So for his last activation, he's going to move into this corner.
Hide from Hulk?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because he can't go diagonal in this zone, so he's still going to be 1 away from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's done. Now I'm going to activate Storm. Storm's power is going to go up to 1. And you haven't gone yet, right?
Yeah. You could always get rid of those walkers that are next to us because you have ranged, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 2 dice for lightning bolts. And I'm going to keep that power just in case. So for her first attack, 2 dice for lightning bolts, hits on 3s. She got 2. Second attack, she's going to do that again. 2 dice hits on 3s. Nope. Didn't work that time.
Don't push them off because I can get them with Magneto.
Okay. So third attack, if you're going to do it with Magneto, she's going to use that power to get 3 dice. Hits on 3s.
You got him. Nice.
Now she's in yellow.
Oh, so you got 1 more activation?
Yeah. And she's going to use it to get a heroic trait.
Okay. Yeah, don't go in there with Hulk.
No. True Grit. Discard when enemies move into your zone. Perform 1 free attack action targeting your zone.
Cool. Oh, okay. This is weird because it's around the corner. What is Hawkeye's blue ability again?
Once during each other superhero's turn, if they are within range 2, after they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
They are within range 2, but when they say range, this is a rule that came up before. You have to have line of sight when it says ranged.
Right.
You can't see around corners, so
no. That wouldn't work. But that's Storm.
Okay.
I'm done.
Magneto activated. He moved over and his power went up to 1. I'm going to spend his blue ability to spend 1 power to eliminate a walker in the zone next to him.
Cool.
Walker or runner. And then it's 2 power to do if I wanted to do a blue.
Right.
So 1 of the runners is gone. For second activation, I'm going to attack those runners. So it's hits on 4 with 3 dice. And I got the last 2. Nice. And for his last activation, he's going to move to where Storm and Jessica Jones are. So I activated Luke Cage, and he just moved 3 zones in there to protect Hawkeye.
Okay.
And his power is at 1. And I activated Old Man Logan, and he moved in there too. And his power is at 1.
Okay.
Once during your turn, you can spend 1 power to heal 1 wound or suffer 1 wound to gain 4 power. 4, 5, 6. If you didn't have the bystander, I might have done that because then I would have ran at Hulk with 4 power dice.
Right.
But you have the bystander on your turn, maybe being able to deal with Hulk.
That's the plan.
Okay, so 1, 2. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to heal 1 wound or suffer 1 wound and gain 4 power. I'm actually going to do that anyway because it doesn't. At the start, he would have got it's grizzlied. I would have suffered 1 wound, and gain 4 power. So I'm at 4. Just in case Jessica Jones or anything happens. I'm going to go first anyway, so maybe I'll try to attack him and then you can try to do cleanup.
Okay.
Because you figure that's what Wolverine would have done anyway.
Yep.
So, and then I can always spend my next turn maybe to heal the wound or something, right?
Yep.
So, that's my team. So we'll do the zombies moving and then spawning. So everything moved up. We're going to ready to fight Hulk next.
Yep.
So we'll do spawning. So from number 1.
Oh, no.
That's not good. Okay, so that's superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to suck with Mantis coming too. So let's do Hulk first.
Okay.
So Hulk will activate. So there's 3 and 3. Let's pick.
Do you want to roll off?
No, we get to pick. If it's
Okay.
equal, it says. We don't even have to roll off. If it's equal distance, you get to pick.
Okay.
I'm going to throw him towards Luke Cage and Wolverine because I figured he would have attacked them.
Okay.
So he spends 1 activation to go there. And then he'll attack. So he doesn't do any plus damage or anything, right? He has that
It
bystander
says,
thing.
while in his zone, you may discard your bystander card. If you do, Hulk reverts to Banner and has toughness 2.
Oh, you have to be in the zone to
Leave it
revert
to-
him, though. You can't be afraid to do it.
Right.
So 1 more activation. He's going to punch us, and Luke Cage would have took it to the face, and he absorbs it.
Okay.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Mantis will spend 1 activation to go there. And then you can't... What's her ability?
While within range 2, superheroes can't use any skills that require spending power.
Ooh. Okay. Now, does that work for them, too? Because range 2, that's 1, and then we're around the corner, so he can't see us, too. So the people in this zone could still do it, even though we're in range 2, she can't see that zone.
Yeah.
So we can use our ones in that zone.
Yes. I agree.
So she has 1 more activation, so she's going to hit somebody in that zone.
Okay. So we got Storm. Storm can take it.
Okay. Okay, so that was from that one. So from the green.
6 blockers. Rush.
Okay. And from the red on that side over there. Another rush.
Free
brutes.
brutes.
Okay. So we'll put them on the board and then I go first. So I'm going to activate Old Bad Logan.
Okay.
He's already at 4 power because his ability last turn. So I can't get any more. But during your turn, you may spend, well, anytime during my turn, heal 1 wound or suffer. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to heal a wound or do that ability. I can do it anytime during my turn.
Okay.
So first thing he's going to do is going to attack. So 4 dice because of my power and 2 because Antimentium Claws. He does have 6 hit points though.
Yep.
So all of these have to hit. Hit it on freeze. Come on, Wolverine.
Nope.
No. Okay. So I have 2 more things I can do. I'm going to heal to go back up to 3. Because it's going to be hard to get all 6 dice, I think.
Yeah.
He wanted a chance. So I'll heal for 3. Because of his blue ability. And for my 2 things, I'm going to go 2 over to where that bystander is. I want to see who it is. Hopefully it's not another superhero showing up.
So
1 to get out of there. 2 to go there. And who is it? Oh, Cosmo.
nice.
What's he do?
Each time you eliminate enemies, you may eliminate one additional walker in that zone.
Cool. So Cosmo's there.
Cool.
And Cosmo fights too, so he has a chance to block the attack.
Cool.
So Wolverine's done. So I'm going to activate Luke Cage. He's going to spend 2 activations to go where Cosmo is.
1, 2.
And for his last activation, I'm going to rescue Cosmo.
Cool.
And his power will go up to 4. So I'm going to activate Magneto now. His
Okay.
power goes up to 1. He's going to power up for his first activation. So he's at 3. And then I'm going to try to attack Mantis.
Okay.
And use that free power. So 3 dice plus 3 because of shrapnel.
Okay.
So 6 dice. Hitting on a 4. And I need to get 4 to get rid of Mantis.
No, you only need 3 for Mantis.
Oh, Mantis is only 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was 4. Okay. Hits on, oh, lucky. He doesn't hit on 3. He's just on 4. So just enough.
Yep.
So Mantis is gone. And I get 3 XP. For his third activation, I'm going to power up. So that'll bring me up to 2.
Okay.
Then I'll use my blue ability to spend 2 power to eliminate a brute within range 1. So I'll eliminate a brute in the zone with the walkers, because I want to get rid of that target priority of getting them first.
Yeah.
One more activation. He's going to go into the zone right next to Hulk. And he's done.
So I'm going to activate Jessica Jones. Her power can't go up anymore because it's already at 4. She's going to, for 2 activations, move into the zone with Hulk. So 1, 2. So now that she's in the zone with Hulk, she's going to do...
So what's the card say for Hulk?
His card says, while in his zone, you may discard your bystander card. If you do, Hulk reverts to Banner and is tough and has toughness 2 until the end of your turn.
End of your turn, not to attack. Okay.
So I'm going to discard the bystander.
Sorry, Callisto. Hulk, too bad we don't... Do I have like a little scientist or someone who's painted up? Where do the... Oh, no,
We don't have a Banner. I'm so, like I said, surprised there's no Banner.
I have a scientist, but it's Taggart. Okay. We don't have a male scientist. Okay.
So she discarded the bystander, which means she loses 1 power.
Everybody loses 1 power on the board.
Okay.
So we lost a bystander, so everybody loses 1 power, and everybody loses 1 trait.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think it's worth it.
Okay.
So now he is Banner, and he's toughness 2.
And you're at... Weren't you at 4 power?
Yeah, but it went down 1 because I lost a power.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, why is it down?
Yeah. So because of her blue ability, all enemies suffer -1 toughness to minimum of 1 against your Mighty Punches attack. So that makes Banner now toughness 1.
That's just funny. Okay.
So I'm going to use the 3 power I have left.
It's just overkill.
And my 2 regular dice to try to squish Hulk, who is now Banner at toughness 1.
Okay.
And it hits on 3s.
Okay. I would laugh if you rolled all 1s. The ultimate F you back.
Yep, that'd be the dice fate saying F
Well, it would be like when you got Galactus and rolled like all 6s. When we needed 6. Remember that roll? Yep. You rolled, it would be the reverse. That would have been funny.
Yep. So he's done. Do I get... Now here's a question. Do I get the 2 for Banner because he was Banner, or do I get the 6 for Hulk?
That's a good point. The thing you eliminated only had... It goes... I'm going to check the rules because it goes off the toughness, I believe.
Right.
Okay. So when I look for XP, that's always the toughness on the card, but in both rule books I check, it says you get the XP equal to their toughness.
Right.
It doesn't say the toughness on the card or affected by... It's not affected by the minus or pluses. So his toughness when you attack was toughness 1.
Yeah.
So you only got 1 XP.
Okay.
Kind of makes sense because you beat him at weak level. You didn't beat him at Hulk level, which earns 6 XP.
Yes.
You beat him at weak level, so you should only get 1 XP, right? Kind of fair?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll do that, we'll play that way from now on. So whenever you kill a superhero, the toughness that they are is what the XP you get.
Yeah.
So you got only 1 XP, but we got Hulk off the board.
Yep.
And are you at yellow?
I'm right at 6.
Oh, okay.
If it had been 2, she would have gotten the yellow.
Okay.
But she's done.
And Hulk's gone. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate Hawkeye. Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 1. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then because he's in yellow, he's going to draw a hero trait.
Yeah, we don't open that door yet because...
No, we don't want to do...
That spawner to come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he got Mighty. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Roll +3 dice. Nice.
Handy.
That'd be useful. It would have been useful with Hulk too.
Yeah.
So he is done. And then Storm, who's also in yellow, is going to move 1, 2, 3, and she'll also draw a heroic trait.
Okay.
Tactical. Discard during your turn, spend 1 power, select 1 zone within range 2. All enemies in that zone activate and attempt to move towards your zone. So the opposite of her blue ability.
Cool.
And she's done.
Okay, so you'll go first next turn, but we'll move the zombies up and then do spawning.
Yep.
So all the zombies are trying to come in that door?
Yep.
And we'll do spawning now. So from number 1.
6 blockers.
Yeah, because we're not in orange yet. Is anyone close to orange?
No.
No? Okay,
no,
we're all
just
close.
in yellow.
Okay. Green. Rush. Do we have, oh yeah, we have enough.
Yep. We're good.
Okay, and then the far side of the map. Keep getting so many. It's like every activation for the zombies. Have we spawned a hero?
Yeah, I think so.
Because yeah, we've killed 4 so far.
Yep.
Yeah, we still got those to bring on the board, but we've already killed 4.
Yep.
So what's superhero? Oh, superhero, zombie, hero, villain, whatever.
Colossus. Uh-oh.
All the big
A
guys.
successful attack only eliminates him if another superheroes in his zone spend 2 power.
Oh, I think we've had them before. We had to do that. We did eliminate them, but you have to spend 2 power to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it. Now, if all the big guys come, if Juggernaut's going to be next,
Yeah.
he was tough. I think he's the reason why we lost last time on this map.
Yep, I think so too.
Okay, so we'll grab those. Colossus shows up. There, that's the map. And you get to go.
Yep. So I'm going to activate Jessica Jones. Her power goes up to 1. She's going to move here. And then she's going to use her blue ability to open this door for free.
I did think when we did. Oh, how many spawners are in there? 2?
Yeah.
Extra activations. We got to worry. Well, at least there's no sidearm. We don't got to worry about sidearm. If sidearm was bad, but it would be funny. Sidearms shooting Magneto wouldn't really be effective. But
no. So the farther spawn.
It's up to you. Which one do you want to do first?
First, the farther one.
Okay, that's how we started it, so we'll do it that way.
Yeah.
That
8.
Lucky you did pick that one, because then they would have moved into our zone.
Yeah.
And we have enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll grab those. So they split because it's equal distance.
Yeah.
And the next one. Oh, crap. Overdrive. What does that do?
Move all brutes up to 2 zones if possible. Any superheroes in the zone they enter lose all their power.
Okay. So Magneto's surrounded by the brutes now?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried. We'll see. We can always push them off, or we'll see. And
Jessica Jones has 2 more.
she came down. She opened the door for free. Yep, she has 2 more things she can do.
Okay. Because are you guys going to come into that room?
Yeah, because we got to get that bystander anyway.
So she's going to come here for 1.
And do you have a card? No, you don't have a card, right? No.
No. So I was thinking, but I think I'm going to draw 1 for her 3rd activation.
Okay.
So, heroic trait. Focused. Discard before attacking. Add +1 to dice results and ignore target priority for this attack.
Nice.
Cool. So, she's done. So, now I'm going to activate Storm. Her power is going to go up to 1. And I'm going to use Tactical.
Okay.
Which is discard during your turn, spend 1 power, select 1 zone within range 2. All enemies in that zone activate and attempt to move towards your zone.
So they'll activate, but they don't attack the zone. They're moving to yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 1 power, discard that, and I'm going to do it because it's range 2
Yep.
on Magneto's zone.
Cool. So they'll activate. They won't attack them because their goal is to come to you.
Yes.
And it's equal distance, so they'll separate.
Yep.
Cool. That worked out?
Yep.
Okay.
So that didn't even take an activation.
Nope.
So now she's got 4 activations because she's in yellow. So she's going to power up for her first activation. So her power's at 2. She's going to open this door for her 2nd activation.
Okay.
For her 3rd activation, she's going to spend 1 of the power. Oh, no, that's not a 3rd activation. Sorry. For her blue ability, she's going to spend 1 power to push these guys into this zone.
Because what's the blue ability do?
Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power and select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it.
Cool.
So,
again, you don't have to see the zone you're pushing them into. You have to see the zone you're starting with.
yes.
Okay. So you have 2 more activations?
Yep. So she's going to go 1, 2.
Nice. Close to the spawner, but we want to maybe split up a bit to get those bystanders, or we're going to be here for a bit.
Yep.
We still got to go up into that floor and fight those 2.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about that, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. So, Storm is done. And now we have Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 2. He's going to move here for 1. Then he's going to attack the walkers that are there. So he has a heroic trait called Mighty. Discard before attacking and spend 1 power. So he's going to spend 1 power. Roll plus 3 dice.
Okay.
So 3 dice for that card, 2 dice for his bow and arrow.
You also have 1 power left. Do you want to use that extra power to add more to the dice too?
Yeah, I'll do that. So 1 more dice. Hits on 3s.
Yeah.
All of them except 1.
3,
so
4,
2.
5. So that was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for his next 2 activations, he's going to go 1, 2. And he's done.
So now it's over to my team?
Yep.
So I'm going to activate Magneto.
Okay.
His power is at 1. I'm going to spend 3 activations to go where Jessica Jones is.
1, 2, 3.
I'm going to spend 1 power to do his crush ability to eliminate 1 walker.
Okay.
And for his last activation, I'm going to attack those walkers in front of me where the bystander is.
All right.
So he gets 3 dice, hitting on 4s.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. So he's done. I'm going to activate Old Man Logan.
Okay.
At the start of my turn, okay, my power's at 1. At the start of my turn, once during your turn, but I'm going to take a wound to gain 4 power.
Okay.
So I'm at 4 power now.
All right.
Because I can't get past 4. I'm going to spend 2 activations to go where the walkers are, where the bystander is.
Okay.
And for his last activation, because he's still in blue, I'm going to spend 4 power and the 2 from Adamantium Claws to attack that zone.
All right.
Hitting on freeze. Lucky he's not the other Wolverine, because he would have got an extra dice for each 6.
Dice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But those walkers are done.
Awesome.
So he's just at 6. He's not in yellow yet, unfortunately. But we got to reveal the bystander.
Shanna. When performing a melee attack, you may spend 1 power to have all enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum.
Oh,
of
that's
1.
really good for Wolverine, too.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't have any more activations to get it right now. So Raven noticed, I didn't think last time we were on the map, we noticed, too, there is a window right there. So you could get up that way, too.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't think that came up in our last mission we were here.
I don't think so either, weirdly enough.
So there is a window. We checked, too. There's no other windows because those doors are open over there. You can go through on that zone over there.
Yeah.
That's opening. And then, yeah, there's no windows there. So, yeah, that's the only zone that has a window on the bottom floor.
Interesting.
Cool. And it's funny enough that this sample in the book that actually shows that zone and Storm, too, which is
funny. That's funny.
Okay. So I got Luke Cage left.
Okay.
So my power went up. I have 4 now. And he moved 2 over there. So for my last activation, because I'm in blue, I'm going to attack that zone. So I'm going to spend 4 power plus 2 because of his Abdominal Fist. Hits on freeze. And because of Cosmo, each time you eliminate enemies, you may eliminate 1 additional walker in that zone.
Nice.
So hopefully this will work out. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I killed them all even without Cosmo's help. So those are gone. So that worked out. I'm in yellow, so I got 1 more activation. I'm going to move up towards the door.
Okay.
Because maybe this team will go up there eventually, and then we'll meet up in the middle to go to the elevator.
Yeah.
That's everybody. So we'll move all the zombies up and then do spawning. So the zombies went to the most heroes in the zone.
Yep.
They split over there. We got a tower of zombies there because there's lots in that zone.
Yeah.
What's that movie where they climb the wall? That's what reminds me of World War Z, where they climb. Yeah, that's right. So we'll do spawning. Number 1.
4.
Yeah, because we're not in orange. And we have enough of there. Yep. Green. And we have enough brutes. Okay. And far of the map. There's the other one. Yeah, I didn't take them both out. Okay.
Another brute.
Only 1. Okay. So we'll put those on the map, and then it will be my turn. So there's a nice catch about the window, so we can get out that way and meet up. But we need to kill brutes, you said, right? There's only 5 left?
Yeah.
Okay. And it will be my turn. Okay, so I'm going to activate Old Man Logan. Power goes up to 1. I'm going to rescue, what's her name?
Shanna.
Shanna. So my power is at 4 now, and I get 5 XP. So now I'm in yellow for Old Man Logan. For a second activation, I'm going to go next to Luke Cage, and for a third activation, I'm going to open the door.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use his blue ability, Grizzly, to heal a wound by spending 1 power.
Okay.
And for his last thing he's going to do, because I don't want to go out right in front of the spawner, going to take a heroic trait.
Guardian. Discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero. Move into that zone, ignoring enemies.
Cool. So I'm going to activate Luke Cage. Power goes up to 1. He's going to go...
Flip Logan's activation thing.
Oh, yeah. Logan's done. So, he's going to power up for first thing. His second, he's going to go out to the zone where the brute is. His third, I'm going to attack that zone where the brute is. Spend free power. So I get 5 dice total. Hitting on freeze.
Yep, you're good.
Just enough. Okay. So for my last activation, I'm not going to open the door in front of me. I'm going to move up towards Colossus.
Okay.
And that's my turn. So Magneto still has to go. And he's going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 activations to go to the zone where Luke Cage is. Or I can stay back, because you said we have to deal with some brutes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to spend 4 activations to go where Luke Cage is. I'm going to activate him so his power goes up. I'll spend 1 activation to power up. I'll use his blue ability to spend 2 power to kill a brute. For my second activation, I'll attack those brutes.
All right.
So, and I'll use that power too. So I get 4 dice hitting on a 4. Need to get all of these. That would be great. Ah, didn't get any. Okay. So for his last activation, he's just going to move toward the barrels over there. And that's my team.
So I'm going to activate Jessica Jones. Her power goes up to 2.
Okay.
So she's going to move into the zone with the brutes. And now the brutes suffer -1 toughness against her Mighty Punch's attack. So she's going to use her 2 power and 2 dice for Mighty Punches to attack those brutes.
And your focus, what's that one do, your trait?
Discard before attacking, add +1 to dice results, and ignore target priority for this attack.
And it's only 2 guys. Maybe we'll save that?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So they're toughness 1 now, but hits on 3s.
Lucky that you got both of them. Lucky you minus their toughness.
Yep.
Nice.
So she's got 2 more activations, and she's going to use both of them to go with Magneto.
Okay. And now we got to try to figure out this zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. First activation, he's going to open the door. His power goes up to 1. Let's see what's on that spawn. 2 runners.
Nice.
So he's going to use his 1 power to get 3 dice, because he has 2 for bow and arrow, 1 for the power. Hits on 3s.
Got him.
So for his last 2 activations, he's going to go 1, 2, and let's see.
Yeah, because we still have that number, is it? Okay. Oh, Howard the Duck.
Cool.
What's that do?
Once per round, you may spend power to ignore 1 wound you would suffer. Cool.
Nice. Oh, that'd be good on like Luke Cage, because then he can absorb 2 wounds a turn. I think that happened with Groot last time we had Groot, right?
I think so too. Yep.
Okay, so we'll grab Howard. So we got Howard the Duck, and your turn's done. And you can't act.
Yeah.
You can spend an activation to break that window, and the zombies can go that way too now.
Yeah, so he's done.
Okay.
So I'm gonna act. Last but not least, we've got Storm. Power goes up to 2. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Before you get to 1 sec, you had power. You could have pushed those guys into that zone because we're going here. What's your blue ability?
Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power and select a zone within range 1. Move all enemies in that zone into a zone adjacent to it.
Maybe before you moved, you could have spent a power to push those zombies to where the brute is. That way, when they move, they're not going to come up towards your...
Good idea.
So
I'm going to do that. Put the power...
Before you moved, you would have gusted
down
them.
1. I would have pushed these guys over here.
Yeah, because there's nobody in. We're going this way, so we're not too worried about them coming that way anyway.
Yep.
And that way it will free you up, hopefully, to go out that window later.
Yep. And for the last activation, I'm going to get the duck.
Okay.
Storm got the duck.
So even when you spent that power to move them, you would get your power back anyway because you get 4 for getting.
Yep. And 5 XP.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's all your activations.
Yeah.
So that's your team. You'll go first next turn. So we'll move the zombies, and then we'll do spawning. So those brutes move forward, and then Colossus moved, and for a second activation, he gets to punch Luke Cage.
Okay.
But because it's tough as steel once during enemy phase. Oh, it's only during the enemy phase. We got to remember that too. It's not the hero phase or any other ones.
Okay.
Once during each enemy phase, you may ignore 1 wound you would receive. Okay, so I'll ignore that one.
Yeah.
And then we'll move the rest. So they don't move towards this. I thought it was like the noise tokens to the most superheroes in the zone. They move to the closest superhero.
Okay.
So that's why they move towards Luke Cage.
Yeah.
The Tower of Walkers again. And then this zone, they're both 4 away from Luke Cage or 4 away from Magneto and
Jessica Jones.
Even though there's more heroes in that zone, they move towards the closest superhero. Because they're both 4 away, they would split. Because the distance is the same.
Right.
So now we'll do spawning. Number 1.
2 runners. We're
We got,
good.
yeah. Green.
2 more runners.
There's the runner cards. Still have enough. And the far one over by Wolverine over there.
5 walkers.
And we have enough of those. And they'll rush forward. Oh, so they'll rush into Wolverine's zone.
Okay.
Because they would activate, go to... Oh. No, again, that's a weird situation. Because they're both equal distance. 1 to Wolverine, 1 for Luke Cage. So they'll split when they activate. And go towards those 2 zones.
Okay.
So we'll put those on the map. And then it will be your turn. So that's everything moved up. They went into those zones. So Luke Cage has to get his way out of there.
Yeah.
And it will be your turn.
All right. So I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power is going to go up to 1. And he is going to break that window.
Okay.
That is in front of us.
Takes an activation.
So that's his first activation. Second activation, he's going to go out the window. Come out here. Third activation, he is going to shoot at those runners.
Okay.
So 1 for his 1 power and 2 for bow and arrow.
So you're going to use the power?
Yes. Yeah. So he's going to use his 1 power to get another dice, and he has 2 dice with bow and arrow. Hits on 3s. Boo. Only got 1. And for his last activation, he's going to move here. So he's done. So now Storm is going to come out. She's going to go here for 1. Oh, power goes up by 1. Oh, no, never mind. Her power's at 4. Here for 2. She's going to shoot at those runners for 3. So she has 2 for her lightning bolts, and she's going to use 2 of her power to get 2 more dice. So now she's at 2 power.
What does Howard the Duck do again?
Once per round, you may spend 1 power to ignore 1 wound you would suffer.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to spend the power, though, to ignore it.
Yes.
Okay.
So 4 dice hits on 3s.
You got those 2 runners. Nice.
All right, so Storm's going to use her blue ability, spend 1 more power to move this group over here.
Okay.
So for her last activation, she's going to get a heroic trait. Guardian. Discard when enemies move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero. Move into that zone, ignoring enemies.
Okay, that's what Wolverine has.
Cool. So she's done. So now I have Jessica Jones. Her power goes up to 1. She is going to move into the zone with Old Man Logan. And she's going to attack. 2 for Mighty Punches. 1 for... She's going to use up her 1 power. And it hits on 3s. Got 1. So she's going to attack again. This time it's 2 dice instead of 3. Hits on 3s. That's better. So for her last activation, she's going to get a heroic trait. Another guardian.
They're all in a row. Okay, so it's saying she can move into a zone.
Yep.
Okay.
And she's done.
So it's over to my team?
Yep.
So I'm going to activate Luke Cage. Power goes up to 1. I'm going to power up for my first action. For my second action, I'm going to... I can't kill him. The reason why I picked him is because I want Wolverine to go over there so he can kill off Colossus.
Okay.
So for my second thing he's going to do, he'll power up again. The most I can get to is 4.
Yep.
For a third, I'm not going to do anything because I can't get a zombie trait because there's a heroic trait because there's people there. Can you get a heroic trait? There's people in your zone?
I was going to say, I've never mattered before.
So you can't get a bystander if there's people in your zone, but you can get a heroic trait. So one of his actions, his last one, he'll get a heroic trait.
All right. Resourceful. Discard before attacking. Gain +1 range.
Nice. So he's done. Now I'm going to activate Old Man Logan.
Okay.
So power goes up to 4 now with Old Man Logan. He is going to spend 2 actions to go to Luke Cage's zone.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Shauna's ability to spend 1 power to have all enemies suffer -1 toughness when you perform a melee attack.
Awesome.
So Colossus is now at toughness 3.
Cool.
We got to remember that though, if I kill him, he's only at toughness 3, so I get free experience.
Yes.
I'm going to attack, and I'm going to spend that free power on top of his 2 dice for adamantium claws. So that's 5 dice total, hitting on a 3.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that would have killed him even if I didn't lower his toughness. So I killed him, but his ability, that's why I used Luke Cage first and powered him up, is if you kill him, a successful attack only eliminates him if another superhero in the zone spends 2 power.
Yep.
So I killed him, and Luke Cage will spend 2 of his 4 power, and we beat Colossus.
Awesome.
And I only get free XP because his toughness was lower.
Yes.
So I got 5 successes, so 3 went to Colossus, and 2 more will go to the zombies.
Yep.
So I get those 2. So for his last action, I'm going to open that door in front of him. And there's 3 spawns in there because those zones are connected.
Yes.
So we're saying we're going from the farthest, so we'll go from the farthest one first.
Yep. Multiple man. Spawn indicated walkers in all zones containing walkers.
And we're not in orange yet.
No.
Hawkeye and Wolverine are
Close.
close. Okay. So it's only 1 extra walker in all zones that contain walkers. I spawned in there. That's a lot of walkers.
Yep.
And then from the next zone,
3 more walkers.
we have enough yet. Okay. And then the zone right in front of Luke Cage and me there. Another walker. 4 of them, and they're going to come into our zone. That's that room. Now I just have Magneto left. So Magneto spent his free activations to go into that zone.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 1 of his power to eliminate a walker for his blue ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack that zone with his shrapnel attack. So 3 dice, hitting on 4s. And it's going to trigger Hawkeye's ability, which is what?
Once during each other superhero's turn, if they're within range 2, after they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
Okay, so I don't even have to be successful as long as I complete the attack, which I'm doing now.
Yep.
I get 2, and
Hawkeye gets the last one.
nice. So you eliminated the last walker, which gives you the XP.
Which pushes me into orange.
All right, that's good. So what's his orange ability? He's the first one.
Yeah, it's called Trick Shot. Ignore target priority when attacking. Before attacking with bow and arrow, you may spend 1 power to gain +2 range and re-roll any misses.
That's pretty good. So he has range of 3 with that.
Yeah.
If you spend a power, that's pretty good.
And can re-roll any misses, which is cool.
So you could shoot down this whole hallway too.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, but that is going to push us to orange during spawning, which is happening right now.
Yes.
Well, we'll move everybody up, and then we'll do spawning. We moved up, and now we have to do spawning. So from number 1,
Zombie hero.
Okay, who's showing up?
Rogue. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
At the end of her activation, all superheroes in her zone lose all their power. Any superheroes with no power suffers 1 wound.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So from the green.
5 walkers.
No, we're in orange now.
Sorry, 7 walkers. We're good, though.
Okay. And the last red spawn.
Uh-oh.
Extra activation. Okay, nobody's in close lineup. They're going to go into our zone. Lucky they're not in our zone, or that would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move all the zombies up after we do the spawning. So it's my turn first.
Yep.
When the zombies moved into your zone, I would play Guardian, and I can discard it and move into a zone within range 2 containing a bystander or superhero. And I ignore enemies, so I can slip past this zone and then go into your zone.
Yeah.
And you have Guardian too, but you didn't want to leave Hawkeye.
No.
And then Jessica Jones could have used it too, but you have to it says range 2, so you have to have line of sight, and she can't see around the wall at the door, so she couldn't have moved into Logan's zone. So Wolverine moved over here.
Yep.
And then I'll start the activation of my team.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate Luke Cage. His powers are free now.
Okay.
I'm going to attack in that zone. I'll use my free power plus my 2 dice for attacking to attack that zone. And because I have Cosmo, each time you eliminate enemies, I can eliminate 1 extra walker.
Awesome.
It's on freeze. So I kill 3, and because of Cosmo, I get 1 more, so 4. For a second activation, I'm going to power up. For third activation, I'm going to attack and use those 2 power, so 4 dice, hitting on freeze. So I kill 2, and because of Cosmo, it's each time I eliminate enemies, so I eliminate 1 more. It's not once per turn, so 3. For his last activation, I'm just going to kill that last zombie. So 2 dice, hitting on freeze. Got it. And he's just at 18, so he's not at orange yet. So he's done. So I'm going to activate Old Man Logan. His power at 1 now. I'm going to use his blue ability to suffer a wound. Once you're in your tune, you may spend 1 power. So I'm going to spend the power I just got.
Okay.
So I'm at 0. But then I suffer a wound to gain 4 power. So you don't have to spend the power to kind of counterproductive. You don't have to spend the power to wound to gain 4. It's only if you're healing you got to spend the power.
Right. So
his first activation is to attack that zone. I'm going to use the 4 power I just got, plus the 2 dice for Adamantium Claws to attack that zone. And I don't need to lower the toughness or anything because they're all toughness 1 there. So hitting on freeze. I kill 4. So now that pushed him to orange, so he has Unleashed Rage. Each successful dice roll with Adamantium Claws scores +1 hit for each wound you have suffered.
Oh, nice.
So I have 1 wound suffered, so I get +1 hit now.
Cool.
And I can only do Grizzly once per turn, so I can't do it again.
Okay.
So for a second activation, I'm going to attack that zone again. So I need 2 dice. Same, even if I power up, it'd be attacking the same thing. So no, I'll just attack for my second activation. Hitting on freeze. I got 1, and because Adamantium scores 1 plus hit for each wound you have suffered, I have 1 wound suffered, so I get an extra hit, so I kill 2. For a third, and I won't have enough to kill him anyway. Force, actually no, I'll do third first because of his orange ability. Okay. So I kill 1, and because of his orange ability, I actually hit 1 more time, so 2 dead. And for his last activation, I'm going to do it again. So 2 dice, hitting on freeze. Again, killed 1, and because of his orange ability, I get another 1. So Wolverine's done. So first thing Magneto's going to do is power up. So he got 1 at the start, and 2 more, so he's at 3 now.
All right.
I'm going to use his blue ability to do Crush to kill 1 of those brutes in the zone next to him. For his second thing he's going to do, he's going to power up again.
Okay.
So his power is at 3. For a third thing, he's going to attack that zone. So I'll use my free power and plus his 3 dice because shrapnel. I'll attack that zone hitting on 4s. That was good.
All of them except 1.
Yep, so 2 brutes die, and there's a third one, so no, it doesn't go through. So get 2 of the brutes. So last activation, I'm going to try to hit that zone again. So 3 dice, hitting on a 4. I didn't get that last brute. So Magneto's done. So it's your turn. Who are you going to activate?
I'm going to activate Jessica Jones first. Her power goes up to 1. She's going to move into the hallway, use her free open door from her blue ability to open that. What is that? It is. Okay, so she's going to go
So that's her second activation?
2, 3, and then here for 4.
Okay, so what's
so
that
it'll
one?
reveal this one. Flash Thompson.
Oh, okay. What's he do?
Each time a rush or extra activation spawn card is revealed, before resolving it, you may perform 1 free move action.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's like sidestep. So that last bystander then is the secret mission 2 one. So
Okay.
then the superhero would show up on spawn point 1.
Right.
Okay. So you don't have enough activations to save him yet, but
Nope, not yet.
stay there. And Jessica Jones is done.
Yep. So I'm going to activate Storm now. Her power goes up to 2. And she's going to spend 1 of those power to move everybody that's here, because this is all one zone,
Yep.
over here.
Okay. And is it once per turn you can do that?
Yep, only once per turn.
Ah, okay.
So now she's going to attack. She has 2 dice for lightning bolt, and she's going to use her last power to get 1 more dice. So 3 dice hits on 3s. So she got 2.
And Hawkeye.
And Hawkeye's once during each other superhero's turn, if they are within range 2, of course they are, they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
So he finishes off the last one.
Yep. For her second activation, she's going to attack that runner. It's 2 dice, hits on 3s. Got it. So for her last 2 activations, Storm's going to go here and then here.
Okay.
Then she's done. All right. I'm going to activate Hawkeye. His power goes up to 1. He's going to use his first activation to power up. So he's now at 3. This is one big zone, so I'll just move him over here so you can see it. And then he's going to use 1 power to use his orange ability, which is ignore target priority when attacking. Before attacking with bow and arrow, you may spend a power to gain +2 range and reroll any misses.
So what's your range normally?
His range normally is 0 to 1.
So you can go 1, 2, and you can hit the first zone inside of the building there. Because if it was a second zone, you can't, because you can't shoot that far.
Right.
And you can't see into the second room.
Right. So he's also going to use his last 2 power for the shot. So 2 dice for the power and 2 dice for his attack. And it hits on 3s.
Okay. And because of the orange ability, you get to reroll any ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it said any misses.
Nice. You got her.
Awesome.
She's 4 toughness, right?
Yep.
So that was good. And you got Rogue.
So he's going to spend his last 2 activations to go where Storm is. So 1, 2. And he's done.
So that's everybody?
Yep.
So you'll go first next turn, but we'll move everything up. That was close with Rogue, because if you moved up, Wolverine would have took a damage and been at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So that was good. So we'll move everything up and do spawning. Moved up, and we'll do spawning. So from number 1.
2 brutes, rush. We're good.
Are we in orange?
Oh, sorry. 3 brutes, rush. A green. All brutes get to go.
Okay, that's not going to push them. Okay, we'll move those after we spawn them. Okay, we have enough.
And then the last red one.
Yep.
Multiple man.
So they'll double into the zone.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll put those on the board, and then it will be your turn. So we did have people with Guardian, but they don't have line of sight to go to the zone that people moved into.
No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jessica and Storm have it, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then the brutes split because they extra activated and one went one way, one went the other.
Yeah.
Because equal distance. Wolverine's there. So we'll get ready to do the next turn.
Yep. So I'm going to activate Jessica Jones first. Her power goes up to 2. First thing she's going to do is rescue Flash Thompson.
And what does he do again?
Each time a rush or extra activation spawn card is revealed, before resolving it, you may perform 1 move action.
Oh, that would have been helpful when we had the rushes before.
Yeah, but she didn't have them yet.
Okay, so you get 5 XP for that too.
Yep. So for her next activation, she's going to move, because there's an open door here, into this room.
And now we know that's should be, if we're right, that's the number 2 one, right?
Yeah.
So superhero spawns on the first spawn point, it says. So who's coming?
Silver Surfer.
Oh, he hasn't showed up in a bit.
Gains +1 toughness for each bystander he has devoured to a maximum of 3.
Nice. So if you got to watch him not eating bystanders.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. If we would have showed up earlier and got the bystanders on that mission, that would have been bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll grab him. So Zombie Silver Surfer shows up. And we'll see what the bystander is too.
Boulevard Trask. Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to allow one other superhero within range 2 to perform 1 action, then resume your turn.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's in that zone, and then we'll have to see if you're going to use an action to get him too.
Yeah.
So when he's revealed, you can spend an action to get that, which you are.
Yes.
So you'll get 5 XP.
Which puts her in orange.
What's her orange ability?
Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to move up to 2 zones, ignoring enemies, into a zone containing enemies, then perform 1 free Mighty Punches attack.
So it's like the
Captain Marvel, I think?
Captain Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when you replace a bystander you already had Flash Thompson, it says you can replace them with the new bystander. You're not discarding them so you don't trigger the devoured bystander.
No.
But if you don't take the one that you just got, it says it's discarded. So if you discard a card, does it still count as devoured bystander, which you're not going to trigger, but if you're going off of keywords, that might trigger devoured bystander.
Yeah.
But you're still going to get Trask anyway.
Yep.
So you replace it with Flash Thompson so we don't trigger the devoured bystander.
Yes.
And you got the XP already?
Yep.
Okay.
So now that she has Trask, she's going to use Trask's ability, which is once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to allow one other superhero within range 2 to perform 1 action, then resume your turn.
So you're going to spend the power?
To give it to Luke Cage.
And that is 2 zones because you got 1, 2, and you're 2 away because you can see out the front of the door.
Yep.
Okay.
So Luke Cage.
So Luke Cage then is going to spend his activation to attack that brute. So 2 dice hitting on freeze. And 2 6 is nice.
Perfect.
They work. It makes sense that they work together.
Yep.
It's funny now because now you triggered his orange ability, which is Hero for Hire.
Yeah.
So Hero for Hire is during their turn, other superheroes within range 1 may discard 1 heroic trait to have you perform 1 free action. Then they resume their turn.
That's
so
hilarious.
You hire him
they
for a
pay
trait.
You with traits. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, they did a good job at doing their abilities with how they go in the game.
I think so too.
It'd be interesting to see how they do the DC one because we got that too.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Okay.
So Jessica Jones has 1 more activation, and she's going to use it to move here.
Okay. Did you have... Oh, you just got that ability. What's your orange ability?
Once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to move up to 2 zones, ignoring enemies, into a zone containing enemies, and then perform 1 free Mighty Punches attack.
1, 2... Oh, okay. It's because that zone... I was going to say you could have jumped into that zone, but you're too far away?
Yeah.
And does it say within range 2?
Move up to 2 zones. You may spend 1 power to move up to 2 zones, ignoring enemies, into a zone containing enemies, and then perform 1 free.
Okay, so it says... It doesn't say range in the thing, so you don't need line of sight.
Okay.
If it says range...
Then you need line of sight.
I think that came up before in one of the other missions. If it says range, you have to use the ability for targeting, which means you need line of sight.
Right.
But if it doesn't say ranged, you don't need line of sight.
Right.
Okay, so she's done?
Yes. So I'm going to activate Old Man Hawkeye. His power goes up to 1. And he's going to shoot at the brute. So 2 dice for his bow and arrow, 1 more dice for his power, and he hits on 3s.
Okay.
Close though. So second activation, he's going to power up. Second activation, he's going to power up to 2, and then he's going to try to attack that brute again. So 2 dice for his bow and arrow, and then 2 more dice for that power. Hopefully this time hitting on 3s.
Nice, you got it.
So for his last activation, he's going to back up into the elevator.
Yeah, we should try to go up there now that we got all the bystanders.
Yep.
And it doesn't trigger it yet. Someone has to trigger the elevator to go up.
To turn it on. Okay.
Yeah. But everyone that's in there, the person that activates it goes upstairs. So if you want to be a jerk, Storm can go up there or someone can go by and bring everybody up. But
yeah.
We're going to wait for everyone to get in there.
That's the plan.
If we can.
Yeah.
Because you want to grab the card for Dark Phoenix? And we'll grab Psylocke's too, see what they do. Because I'm pretty sure she has a AoE attack.
So Phoenix is all superheroes within range 2 suffer 1 wound when she activates.
That sucks.
And Psylocke is superheroes within range 2 do not gain power at the start of the player phase.
So that's going to be tough when we go up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to make sure we have full activations when we go up there, because once he activates, he's going to do damage to us.
Yeah.
Got to keep that in mind for Logan too, because if he's only at 1 hit point and she activates, she's going to kill him before he gets to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So Hawkeye's done?
Yep. So Storm's power... I'm going to activate Storm. Power goes up by 1. She's going to do Lightning Bolt into that group of walkers. So 2 dice for Lightning Bolt. And 1 dice for her power. Hits on 3s. So she hits 3.
And that's going to push you to orange, right?
Yep. So her orange ability, Chain Lightning. Once during your turn, after attacking with Lightning Bolt, you may perform 1 free Lightning Bolt attack using the same number of dice as the initial attack.
So you use 3.
Yep. So I use 3.
Cool. Her and Electro. Remember all the dice Electro got with Chain Lightning? That'd be dangerous.
Absolutely. So hits on 3s. 2 more.
Oh, you know, okay, and what's Hawkeye? We got to remember Hawkeye's ability. What's Hawkeye again?
Hawkeye's ability, once during each other superhero's turn, if they are within range 2, after they complete an attack, you may eliminate 1 walker in their zone.
Oh, so they're not in their zone?
No.
Because you're doing range, so no. Unfortunately, you can't trigger that ability then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Storm's going to attack. Storm's going to attack again, and it's 2 dice hits on 3s. 2 more.
That triggers her orange. What's it say? Does it say?
It's once during your turn, so I can't do it again.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you do that multiple times, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's once
So
during...
choosing when you have the most amount of dice to trigger that's the best then.
Yeah.
So power up and then get a bunch of dice, then chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for her third activation, Storm's going to attack that walker.
So you had 2 activations left, right?
Yes. So it's 2 dice hits on 3s. For her last activation, now she's going to back up into the elevator with Hawkeye. And that's my team.
I'm going to activate Magneto. His power goes up to 1. He's going to move into the zone next to Logan. For a second activation, I'm going to power up. For his blue ability, I'll use Crush and spend 2 power to kill one of those brutes. So I don't want Logan to get trapped there with a brute, so I'm going to spend 1 activation to power up. So I'm at 3. And I'm going to attack again and use free power and use his dice, which is free. So 6 dice hitting on a 4. I killed 1. I didn't hit the other ones, but I got 1 brute. And that got him to orange. So once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free move action, moving any bystanders and superheroes in your zone with you and ignoring enemies. So it's like Invisible Woman's one we used before.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, but he's done now. I'm going to activate Luke Cage. His power's at 1 now. He's going to get a heroic trait for his first activation.
Unstoppable. Discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1.
That's going to come in handy when we go up into that room.
Absolutely.
For his second activation, he's going to go where Magneto is. For his third activation, I'm going to power up. So I'm at 3 power now.
Okay.
And for his fourth activation, I'm going to go into that corridor next to the elevator. So he's done. I'm going to activate Logan. I'm going to attack that brute and use my power to get a total of 3 dice hitting on 3s. Got it. Nice. And I would have got 1 extra hit too on him because I have 1 wound because of his orange ability.
Right.
Because I'm going in that room soon with Dark Phoenix, I don't want to if it with more wounds, so I'm going to spend his blue ability. Actually, he has to power up first, so I'm at 2 power. And because I'm healing, I got to spend the power to heal a wound.
Okay.
So I'm at 3 wounds now.
Awesome.
So I attacked, I powered up, and I'm going to spend 2 more activations to go where Luke Cage is. And that's my team. So I'll go first next turn.
Yep.
And then we'll just move up Silver Surfer. So Silver Surfer moved up, and then we're going to get ready to go up into that elevator soon.
Yep.
So we'll do spotting. Number 1.
8.
Yeah, because we are in orange now.
Yep.
We have enough yet.
Oh, yeah, we have enough.
Green.
5
5.
more. Should be okay.
Okay. And then red, if... Is that the last one, too?
Yep.
Okay, what's that? Of
Superhero.
course it's superhero. Okay.
Surprise me.
So what superhero is it?
Iceman.
Nice. What's he do?
Superheroes attack suffer -1 to dice results within range 1 of him.
Ugh, okay. So we've had a lot of... Like, those are all the ones we've killed so far. A lot have showed up this match.
Absolutely.
And we got 2 more we got to kill up there.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll get those and then get ready for the next turn. That's the map now. Iceman shows up. And it'll be my turn. So I'm going to activate Magneto. His power goes up to 1. So I'm going to activate Magneto. His powers went up to 1. He's going to power up. I'm going to spend 2 of that power to attack Silver Surfer. I have 1 power left. And I get 3 dice plus 2 for that power to try to take out Silver Surfer.
Okay.
And he's at toughness 4 now, right?
Yes.
Because he hasn't devoured anyone.
Hits on 4s, right?
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, not enough.
Boo. Okay.
Okay. So for his second activation, I'm going to move into the zone with Luke Cage and Wolverine. For his orange ability, once during your turn, you may spend 1 power to perform 1 free move action, move any bystanders and superheroes in your zone with you, ignoring enemies. So I'll spend that 1 power I have to move for free into the elevator, taking Luke Cage and Wolverine with me. That's even stronger than the Invisible Woman's one, because if I remember, she can only take 1 person with you.
Yep.
Magneto can take 2.
Yep.
Or well, more than that if he wants. He can take everybody. That's cool.
Yeah.
So for his last action, Jessica Jones is going to get stuck behind a bit, but
that's okay.
She's tough. She can take them on, I think. But,
Yep, she can do it.
So his last activation, I'm going to bring the elevator up to the floor, which now triggers that floor. And because Jessica Jones is down on the bottom floor, both floors are activated.
Okay.
Once she leaves the zone, no one on this floor gets activated, but all the bystanders die if they're left. Because you leave them alone, right? But we got them all. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to bring the elevator up to the top floor now. So we're up there now. That's Magneto's turn.
Yeah.
And now we're going to try to get these 2. So I'm going to activate Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I don't gain power at my start of my turn because Psylocke prevents you from getting it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use Resourceful to discard before attacking, gain +1 range. So now I'm going to super punch Psylocke from a zone away.
Cool.
I'm also going to do Unstoppable, discard when attacking and spend 1 power. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. So now she's toughness 2.
Cool.
I have to discard that. I was going to keep that for Phoenix, but that's okay. We'll get rid of one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend my 2 power. It doesn't say you can't spend power with Psylocke. You just don't get it at the start.
You just don't get it. Yeah.
So 2 power plus 2 because of his fists. Okay, that ain't no tough. Okay, and then if you guys spend heroic traits, you can activate Luke Cage too.
Yeah.
For hero for hire.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 dice, hitting on a 3. She's toughness 2 now. Lucky we did that. Yeah. But he was able to beat her, so Psylocke's gone.
Yeah, and you get 2.
Because she only had 2 toughness.
Yes.
Okay. So he has 3 activations left. I'm going to spend 2 to go into the zone with Phoenix, and then 1 to power up.
Okay.
So that way he'll have 2 power. So if you guys do his hero for hire, I can use that and hopefully hit her.
Okay.
Only I have to hit every shot at her because she's 4 toughness, but it's worth a try.
Yep.
So he's going to move over there and power up. Okay. So I got Wolverine now. So Psylocke's gone, so my power does go up.
Yep.
I am going to spend 2 activations to go to the zone where Dark Phoenix is. So I'm going to use his blue ability to suffer 1 wound to gain 4 power. I only gain 2 because I can't go past 4.
Right.
And now I'm going to attack that zone.
Okay.
So I get 4 dice because of Adamantium Claws. Not because of the power. I'm going to use it all. And then 2 dice because attacking.
Okay.
So 6 dice. Hits on freeze. She has toughness 4.
Yeah.
Now the orange one, each successful dice roll with Adamantium's Claws scores 1 hit for each wound you suffer. We were talking about that before. Dice roll. Does each dice rolled count as a rolls? For each successful roll of the dice, do you get a hit? So if I hit 4 times with 4 dice, do I add 4 dice? Or does the roll count as the roll as just the one single roll of the entire dice that you roll of the pool?
That's a good question.
Because that makes a difference.
Yeah.
We'll see what we roll and see.
Okay.
Hits on freeze. Oh, wait.
What?
You didn't roll yet. I forgot about Shanna. Her, if you spend a power to have enemies suffer -1 toughness.
Okay.
So take one of those dice out. So I only have 5 dice. I'll spend one of the power would have been for Shanna. And now she only has 3 toughness.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't roll yet. So
No.
Okay, so
It's on 3s.
it's on freeze.
There's 4 above, 3 and above.
Yeah, so I didn't even have to lower toughness.
Nope.
Because she would have been at 3 toughness now. And they all hit.
Yep.
So Old Man Logan got Dark Phoenix. It's like in the movie too. And the two.
Yeah, we won.
So Dark Phoenix is done. So we got all the bystanders and we got the 2 up there. So, and there was no bystander. They say that's not up in this room in the first place.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah. That would be a random, they were like hiding under the bed or something. If you roll, if there's a random bystander or something.
That'd be funny.
But we beat this one. So it doesn't say that they all have to be on the same floor because Jessica Jones is at the bottom there, but we already got them.
Yeah. She did good though.
Yeah. Okay. She has a mix of like Captain Marvel's ability that she could fly and punch, and she can open doors like a rogue too. So she's a mix of a couple characters.
Yeah, it's neat. And it's a good thing we didn't get to the point where the spawns would have activated on the upper floor, because that would have been really bad.
Yeah, because we're orange. Yeah, that's we had a 1 shot to go up there.
Yeah, if you're doing this mission and you go up there, you have to make sure you can take them both out quickly.
Yeah, because we'll draw this. Let's say if we didn't, what's the spawn? What would have been from one of them?
3 brutes.
Spawning, so they would have activated. Not so bad. Extra activation. Okay, that wouldn't have been so bad. So, even if we did another turn, so it's not as bad. But
yeah, not as
still,
bad
it's
as I thought
dangerous.
It could have been really bad.
Oh, well. These ones, because Jessica Jones would have been down, those would have activated too, because you're still, both zones are.
Yeah, she would have had to fight Iceman.
It'd have been funny.
Yep.
She did. That was funny, turning. She's the one that beat Banner, right? She punched Banner.
Yeah, turned Hulk into Toughness 2 Banner. I don't know why they didn't make a Banner model. I'm surprised. They should have made like a companion, exclusive companion or something for a different form.
Yep. So I guess she has a. Oh, yeah, that's the first person. She's the first one to kill Hulk in zombie mode. Because that's the first time he showed up in hero mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of superheroes this game.
A lot of villains,
So
right?
zombie heroes.
Zombie heroes.
We got a lot of zombie heroes this game.
Yeah.
I don't know if we went
the
back
most?
and counted if that's the most we've gotten in one game.
2, 4, 6, 8 showed up. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. So, yeah,
8. Oh, and then there was 2 on the board, so 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a record.
I think that's absolutely.
But next time we're going to do a zombie hero mission because we have a few zombie heroes we haven't used, and we've seen them come up against the heroes, but we haven't tested them out yet.
Yeah, we haven't done.
Yeah, like all the ones at the front here. Like I just finished up Kingpin recently, so.
And there is a zombie Luke Cage, but there isn't a zombie Jessica Jones.
No, which is weird. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Some of them they don't have them.
There's a couple people there's no zombie for though, right?
Yeah, and there's no Iron Fist 2 considering the Defenders are there, but no Iron Fist, which is weird.
Yeah, and there's no zombie. Who was the other one that we thought was kind of weird, considering it came in the core box? Black Panther. There's no zombie Black Panther either, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, thanks for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the game as much as we did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.